welcome back to my studio. I'm still Andy Morris, and this is still my temporary studio and my dining room table. I don't believe there we are, person. Welcome back to my studio. I found some watercolor paper. This isn't high quality paper, and it doesn't even feel like, I guess it's 90 pounds. It may not even be 90 pounds. It probably came in a book. You know how you can buy books of watercolor paper sometimes. But it gives me something fresh to start on. See, here it is. It's real thin. It doesn't, I mean, I guess they make lighter weights than 90 weight. It's been a while since I bought any watercolor paper. I don't know. Okay, but like I said, it gives me something to work on. That's the most important thing. But I got to cut it down a little bit. What size do I want to make it? Okay, I'll figure it out. I think I want to make it a little bit bigger. Not a lot. It really is. It's more challenging for me to work small than it is to work large, except maybe extra large. But and you may find that out too, that there's certain size canvases or supports, because it doesn't have to be a canvas, it could be panels, whatever, but there's certain sizes that you're more comfortable working on. Like I'm actually more comfortable working on a 4 foot by 4 foot canvas or a 4 foot by 6 foot canvas than I am even the 24 by 36 canvases. I have a lot more fun, and I just feel, like I can get my whole body involved. I mean, what I mean is I can move my whole arms and shoulders and everything, and there's a physicality or whatever to painting on larger surfaces that I don't know, I guess you could say it's energizing or something. So I got the dreaded blank white surface. So I'll just start pasting down some. And to make it go faster, I might use some big pieces of paper to start with. Just to get the surface covered, and then I can, add layers on top of that. And that's kind of what I do when I'm, painting with acrylics on large canvases. A lot of times I don't necessarily tone the ground, as it were. Sometimes I do. But I just want to cover all the white, usually. And then if there's going to be any white in my painting, which usually there is, I like to cover the whole spectrum of values. So there's usually some white, but I'll reintroduce it later on, with white paint. But I don't always do that. There's nothing that I always do that I can think of. There might be, but I can't think of nothing that I always do. I can just leave that in there, I guess. There. Okay, so that covered a lot of ground. Interesting colors in here. They're almost, I don't know what colors those are. And obviously they're neutrals, but wouldn't know how to describe that color. It's almost, I mean, it's not really, it's not gold, but it's, you know, it's like kind of gold or something. So this wants to wrinkle up a lot. And I know, you know, like I used to use a brayer and stuff. And it's like, I don't know. Mostly I don't worry about it anymore. You know, I just let the wrinkles wrinkle. You know. Ooh, knocking stuff over. Boom. Start getting some color in here. And some more contrast. Breaking everything up. X marks the spot. I want to avoid that actually, but not really giving any thought to where I'm putting these papers. Hey, John and Karen. Hello. How are y'all doing today? Good, I hope. Okay. I do want to come all the way out to the edges. Even though this will get cropped, you know, I still want to come out to the edges. I just keep turning it around. That glue I put down is almost dry already. No idea where this is going to go right now. I could put some of this in there. Oop. If I think too long, I'll think wrong. Hey, that rhymes. Think too long, think wrong. Boom. Just keep turning it around. What's on this side? I don't want to get too many little pieces. I want to keep doing rather large pieces, I think. That's kind of neat. I can cut this out. So, some sort of melon or something, but of course it won't be a melon. Boom. In here, but it'll just be contrasted colors and marks. You know, because it's kind of it's a way of making marks. You know, it's just right. You know, whatever you lay down here, it's both direct and negative painting at the same time because it's cutting into what's already there, you know, and so it's negative painting that way, but it's also its own shape, and so it's, I don't know, I don't think he'd call it positive painting. I think he'd call it direct. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't go to art school, if you can't tell. I'm gonna put down some of this tracing paper. Started to say vellum. It might be vellum. I think it's tracing paper. You know, it just adds. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like the way that it changes the values. It doesn't change the color of what's underneath it, but it changes the value of what's underneath it. You know, makes it lighter, like a veil. So you could go in here anywhere. You know, yeah, that's kind of cool. That's a cool effect. I kind of like this. See if I can get a mat around it. See what's going on. Where's the other L? Got to get you some of these L's, even if you just cut them out of white cardboard. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be mat board. You see a face in there yet? Two eyes. Where's the nose? I thought I had a nose. Well, there's a mouth down here somewhere. I think that's the mouth. Two eyes. I guess that's the nose. I don't know. But then the hat's over here. What's the hat doing over there? Okay. Oh, here's some purple. That's what it needs. Boom. Right there. See, now I'm starting to think. Before I wasn't thinking. Probably better not to think. Put some, there's nothing over here in this corner. Boom. Might as well have a third piece. Well, I'm almost covered up all that text. I might want to leave a little bit of it. It's kind of cool in there. Keep rotating it. Maybe reintroduce some white pieces with white in them. Lighter values. Get some lighter values in here. Probably should have put more glue on that. Yeah, see, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna stick right. I don't know. Yeah. That's almost like a corner of a frame. Keep turning it and turning it. Maybe some more blue in here. Boom. Keep turning it. What do I need down here? I don't know, something. Maybe a piece of dark. Maybe some dark. Boom. Bringing some of those letters back in there. Let me put some smaller pieces in here. Okay. Feel like I need to break that up. Not with that piece though. Something lighter. I kind of like that. Ooh, I like this. Look at that right there. Yeah, okay. I need glue. Put some glue down there. That moved. That's okay. See, because I don't really, I mean, how do I know that that's not a better position for it? So, right? I don't know. There's no way to know. Oh, right there. Well, it's starting to get a lot of layers on here now. I don't know. It looks pretty funky. Let's see what it looks like with a mat. You know, that just isolates it from the rest of the crapola surrounding it. But I almost see a figure over here, like a head and then that could be a head too, like right in there, shoulders, that way, shoulder, like a head and shoulder, and a head and shoulders. Yeah, I kind of see that. So I might be able to turn that into something instead of a face, maybe two figures. Who figured? I made myself snort. Oh boy. There went 20 minutes of good time. Now what? Now what should we do? I don't know. You know, there's days when this is about all I can get done because I don't, I'm just not, I don't know. Like I need to finish this. be. I don't know what I'm doing. What does green and red make? What color does green and red make? Well, they'll make a neutral, that's for sure. I like to say that, complementary colors pull each other towards the center of the color wheel. So, but it depends on the red and the green, where it's going to go exactly. It'll definitely be darker. This ends up being like a darker purplish brown, I guess. I don't know what color. What color would like some grapes are this color right here. I'm going to show you the color on this. See, some grapes are that color, whatever color that is. That's not mauve, is it? I don't know what color that is. What's going on here? What's going on here? Okay. I'm going to do something with that. This is wet. It's not. I can't paint into wet. Well, I don't know. It's trying. It's struggling. I don't know about this one. I was trying to do it in the style of those larger ones. I'm not sure it's working. It's not really working. It needs more contrast. That's what it needs. More contrast. Pretty sure. I could be wrong though. Let's see. Uh, I don't think it's gonna. I may end up painting over this. Who knows? Sometimes you just gotta paint and paint and paint. See what happens. You know, every painting doesn't end up being wonderful. At least not for me. About probably 80% of my paintings get painted over. Seriously, it's part of my strategy, part of my process. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Some people don't understand that. I don't care. You know, they can say whatever they want. I don't care. What would I care? Boom. What do you guys got to say? The two figures idea in that other composition, yeah, that could be interesting. Hello, Nad, and who else is here? I'm not sure. Okay, keep going a little bit longer. What else do I got here? Oh God, this is a mess. But oddly, I like it. It's just I don't know. Why do I like this? I've always liked paintings that were kind of left incomplete. This kind of looks like a piece of granite or like a rock head. I might end up leaving that just like that. I mean, it's tempting to go on and on and on, but I don't know. It's hard to decide sometimes. I mean, you know how it is. It's pretty weird looking. This is why it's easier for me. Plus it's like, see, if I were working on a larger canvas, or if this was up, on an easel, which I don't work on an easel usually. I mean, very, very rarely. But if it was up on an easel or up on the wall, I do work up on the wall. Then I could back away, 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet. I mean, for something like this, I probably wouldn't back up 20 feet, but 5 feet, 10 feet maybe. And then it's easier to see where it needs to get something. It's easier to imagine, changing a value or changing a color. Like from this distance, this kind of bothers me. But when I look at it in the monitor over here, it's the equivalent to stepping back from it. Because in the monitor, it's about this big. Yeah, it is. It's that big. And so it's not that much. It's only twice as far away from me, literally, but it appears to be 4 or 5 times as far away. So it's like I stepped back 6 feet or something, and it looks okay. I mean, it's weird, but these are meant to be weird. This whole series, so I really have to get it up on a wall and look at it. But I'm sitting down right now, so I'm kind of limited that way. It kind of reminds me what one of my neighbors looks like after I have. Yeah, really? Okay. All right, Karen. Carry on, Karen. That's hilarious. Yeah. A few. Did you say bottles of wine or glasses of wine? Oh, glasses of wine. Okay. I was gonna say, hell, my neighbors start looking weird after a few bottles of wine too. Really weird. What else do I got to paint on? I got stuff here, don't I? I don't mean to keep you guys waiting. Well, go back to this. Look how warped it's already gotten. That's because the paper isn't very stiff, so it's going to do that. But I can kind of, after it dries, I can kind of bend it back, and then whenever I mount it to something, I can do that. Was this the one I saw the heads in? No, I don't see them. Was this it, or was it a different one? Where'd they go? Was it this way? Got it. Did they switch position? Oh, okay. Here's the head, and here's the head. See, that's another thing. On my monitor, they're reversed. Like this is on the left-hand side right here. But when I look on my monitor, it's on the right-hand side. Now, I don't know if that's true for y'all or not. I don't. Is this on the left-hand side of your monitor or the right-hand side? Anybody gonna tell me? You love them all, Nad? Well, thank you. Appreciate that. He's a Kobe, yeah. Oh my God, one of my other neighbors. Where? Here? God, where do you live? You must live in like Santa Fe, where everybody's an artist or something, right? I don't know. What do I got here? I'm not seeing a lot. All of these I consider pretty much finished. I think I gotta find more paper. Well, this is paper. I could work on that. There's that one, that one, that one. I like that one. It's like, hey, hey. Then this one, he's probably hollering at her. He's like, hey, hey, lady, hey, neighbor. How you handling this COVID? Not too well, really. Okay. He's losing his mind. He's losing his mind right in front of everybody. You know those school desks when we were children. It had like a little. It wasn't a drawer, or ours didn't have drawers, but it had an under place where you could put a few books and stuff and supplies. And in that under place, it had a rack for like your pencil. It was just like it was just like a channel. It was a channel that was carved out of the wood to put your pencils. If you remember, that's the kind of desk we had in primary school, elementary school. So a lot of kids would fill that up with Elmer's glue, you know, but not fill it up all the way, but they'd fill it up with Elmer's glue, and then they'd peel it off, and the girls would make like fake fingernails out of it and stuff. But one of my friends would eat it. He'd eat that Elmer's glue. It's like, damn, Joe, I gotta, you can have half my lunch, but he'd eat that Elmer's glue. That was my friend Joe. I shouldn't name his name, I guess. I won't give you his last name. And you know what? If you ask him, he'll say he doesn't remember that. So maybe it's a different kid. I don't know. It's just a kid. Could have been anybody. Could have been me. It wasn't me. I think after watching other kids do it though, eat their Elmer's glue, I had to try it. But I was like, I don't get it, man. It ain't got no flavor really. It's like eating plastic, which essentially it is, I suppose. I don't know how we made it, man. All that lead paint, no bicycle helmets. So next time you blame a boomer for something, it's like, hey, if you ate lead paint and rode your bike without a helmet, you'd be messed up by the time you were in your 60s too. A lot of drain damage. Plus, we had really shitty pot back then. I mean, God. But who knew? All right, so boom, there we go. That was easy. It's gonna get covered up anyway, I think. Stuff is starting to bloom around here, which is nice. You know, I mean, I love springtime, but it really drives my nose wild. Just want to get some big pieces on here. Just get everything covered, you know. Don't ever buy a cheap refrigerator. That's my advice. What's he talking about now? I'm just irritated because it's like I can't really use my freezer for anything except ice cubes maybe, but even that it doesn't do a great job because it does this weird thing where it cycles and turns off for a while. And it turns off long enough to let everything, and I mean everything in there, thaw. And then it refreezes everything. You know, it's I don't know, does every freezer do that? I hope not, because that's not right. And here's the thing, I thought, well, because it wasn't the cheapest fridge, but it was like $700, which is pretty cheap, you know. But they had cheaper ones, but I didn't buy the cheapest. I thought, I'm not going to buy the cheapest. I learned my lesson about that. Well, I guess the next tier up ain't worth a crap either, because it's got the Frigidaire name on it, you know. But the freezer's basically useless. And I already had another refrigerator that was, I mean, that's why I bought a new refrigerator, was because I wanted a damn freezer. I should have just bought a freezer. Oh, well. Lesson learned, right? If I live to be 150, I'll have it all figured out. Yeah. All right. Enough of that crap. Enough of that shit. At least I'm not talking politics, right? So far. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, the Citrusol pages. I love that sound. I don't know why. Why do I like that sound? I don't know why. I don't like, there's a lot of sounds I don't like chalkboard scratching, you know, that drives me crazy. I don't like these low bass dumping music, you know, trucks and cars that come by. I don't, you know, shaking my windows and stuff. And then they sit at the stop sign for like freaking 5 minutes. It's like, Jesus. It's like they know they're irritating me or something. There's an old guy that lives there. Okay, turn it up. There's a boomer in that house. Turn up the bass, man. We got to get the boomers out of this neighborhood. I don't know. Freaking nuts. Never understood that. They think it sounds good. I guess, you know, matter of taste, right? Everybody's got their own. God, this is one of those struggles. It's like I want the red that's in here. I'm going to use it, but I'm missing the purple. So maybe I'll try to save some of the purple, at least. That purple's hard to come by. What did I just drop? Getting it covered. Put something down here. Oh, there I go. I'm turning up that purple again. It's on the other side of this. Oh well. Layer after layer after layer. One thing I keep saying I'm going to try is like intentionally not gluing the stuff down very well. Like maybe thinning the glue out some more. And this is just Elmer's glue, by the way. It's thickened up a little because it's been sitting here for a month. I don't know how long. But it's just Elmer's glue. I keep dropping everything. I might have to clean up my table. No, don't clean up your table. Boom. That's an interesting piece right there. I probably should have saved that for later on in the composition, because there's a good chance it'll get covered up now, putting it down this early. But it's like I didn't cut that out intentionally. It just ended up being there. What the hell was I talking about? I don't know. Is there enough glue on there? I guess there is. But oh yeah, enough glue. Yeah, so like intentionally doing, multiple layers, like I don't know, a dozen layers or something, but doing them in such a way that they naturally want to peel off, like like they're not sticking. They're not. It's like you didn't put enough glue down. It's like yeah, that's part of the process, and then going back and tearing off layers, and there'd be a whole lot of randomness in it because it's like I wouldn't know, where there was a lot of glue and where there wasn't a lot of glue, and which pieces were going to stick and which pieces weren't going to stick. But it would just, I don't know. I need to do that because I keep talking about it. So apparently I want to do it. I'm not doing it today, at least not yet. But I think that'd be a cool thing to do, personally. I should have poured out some more glue. Oh well. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Maybe I'll work around that since I like that. Boop. I don't know why I'm putting little pieces in here so soon. There's a real good chance they'll get covered up. Real good chance. But that's kind of neat. Boom. There's a tangent. Kind of move it up there. Now there's no tangent. And it breaks up that other piece, which is kind of cool. Boom. Well, I don't know where this is going. I don't know where it's been. Oops. Might be able to get something out of that. Oh God, I kind of see. There's an eye, and that region's going to be an eye, and that's the mouth. Huh? Just stick a nose on there and go. There's kind of a natural line right there. It could be the nose, maybe. Yeah, what do you think? Anybody else showed up? Kaylee. Hello, Kaylee. And Amos. Hello, Amos. What does he say? Amos says, Andy, the colors you used look good together. Did you choose the paper colors? No, I absolutely did not. You got here late. or you'd know that. No, no, Amos. I just got a bunch of little pieces of paper and crap laying around here. I'll kind of show you some of it. See, there's a box full of paper. And this is my table that I'm working on. It looks like a garbage pile. So I'm just sorting through the garbage and sticking it on there rather randomly. You know, I mean, sometimes I'll pick up a piece and decide I don't want to put it down, and or flip it over, and maybe the other side's good. You know, this is all pretty random right now. You know, later on I'll be choosing colors and stuff, but right now it's just random. It's Graham up northeast. Okay, I don't. Oh, in England. Maybe my fridge has COVID. Stop scaring me. It probably does. Man, I swear it. You don't. I mean, I'm borderline paranoid about these virus. Some of y'all may not know if you're new to this channel and stuff, but I haven't left the house in over a year now, and I don't plan to for a little bit longer until the numbers come down. But I don't really want to talk about COVID too much. But anyway, that's my story. Is I'm homebound. That's how these started. That's like after about 8 months or whatever, 7 months of being here, I started doing these live streams. I guess most of y'all know that. Most of y'all aren't new. Right there? Sure, why not? Keep going. Just keep going. Whatever I saw a minute ago is probably going to be gone here pretty soon. That's okay. Something else will emerge. And as far as choosing colors, Amos, I mean, like right now, it's like I look over here and it's like, okay, well, this is really dark. Maybe I want to introduce some lighter values in there, get some contrast going. So I'm really looking more at the values of the pieces of paper I pick up right now, mostly, rather than the colors. But sometimes I'll consider the colors too. And if I introduce a little bit of green over here, then I'll try to put it somewhere else. So there's that consideration, but otherwise not a great deal of thought is going into this, not too much. It's more like just playing and seeing what happens. Right now I looked at the whole situation, the whole composition, and I felt like it needed some lighter values. One of the problems with found papers and stuff is that a lot of times it seems like to me, and I may be wrong about this, but it just seems like to me from doing this for a while that a lot of times it's hard to find like a value 2 and 3. Like everything's either a mid-tone, or it's white, or it's a darker value. It's not hard to find black. It's not hard to find white, and it's generally not hard to find 5s, 6s, and 7s and 8s in value. But it's harder to find 2s and 3s. It seems like to me. And I would say from judging my critiquing my own paintings and those of a lot of other artists, other some students and stuff, I'd say that not in collage in particular, but just in a lot of artists' work in general, those values are underrepresented. The neglected values. And I'm just making this up. I mean, it is my observation. I'm being honest, but I'm not an expert on any of this, so not really. I'm just a guy that paints. But I've sold a few paintings, a few hundred paintings. And I've been in a lot of shows, I guess. Not lately though. Not in the last couple of years. I don't know. Maybe I was depressed or something. I know in the last year I've damn sure been depressed. Well, and I haven't left the house, so it's like nope, no shows. You know, of course I could do online stuff, but I don't know. I haven't felt like it or whatever. I like that line like that. I don't know. Maybe I should have stopped sooner, but I didn't. Keep going. Ooh, that's blank. Can't have anything blank. I don't want that in there though. I might want that. That's kind of cool. Ooh. Was there enough glue down there? There might not have been enough glue. No, it seems like it's sticking. What else do I got here? See, I'm just picking up paper that's just scraps of paper laying around. But I probably need to start focusing on colors now or soon. That could go there. I think they could go there. At some point, I got to let these dry. This might be that point. I think it is. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, let that dry. I still kind of see a face in there, sort of. I don't think I destroyed it too bad. I don't know. It could end up into anything. You know, I turn it a different direction. You know, you see different things. What do I see there? I don't know. I guess I'll leave it like that. Christine made it. Hello, Christine. And you've been having to do Zoom meetings. Oh, well, sorry to hear that. For work? I didn't know that. Well, sorry about that. All right. Well, that's almost an hour. So, if y'all don't mind, I think I'm going to wrap it up. And what is tomorrow? Saturday. I guess we could do a Facebook room. Do y'all want to do a Facebook room? Yes, no, maybe. So I have to look down here to see what y'all are saying. I guess I could bring this up here towards my face. Well, Christine, are you off tomorrow? I mean, would you be able to make the room if we did a room? You know, because it might just be me and you. I don't know. Oh, John says yes. Okay, so there's two people. Okay. If any of y'all that I don't recognize your names, if you're interested in our Facebook room meeting that we have on Saturday, in the room meeting, it's like, yeah, I'm painting, but so is everybody else. So if you decide you want to join us, you'll have to join the Facebook group first, and you can find that at Facebook, and the name of the group is Andy Morris Extension. I hope I spelled this right. EXT Extension, ENSION, I believe. However you spell extension, it's spelled properly, but because I use spell check, so I don't have to know how to spell. You know, Google Chrome does that for me. All my spelling, it lets me know when it's not spelled right. Anyway, but if you decide to join the group, if you're not already a member of the group, and you decide to join the group, you will have to answer 3 little questions. At least answer the first one at least, and and then I'll let you in. But if you don't answer the questions, you don't get in. So that's the rule. That's about the only rule. That's not the only rule. Anyway. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 if you decide to show up. If not, then I'll be back here Monday for another live stream from my studio. Talk to you later. Bye. Let's see if I can figure this out. Boom.